underway on the block NZ.
Are you ready to race to the block?
The teams race to be the first to get to the block houses.
Go, 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 go.
And they battled it out with a series of challenges.
We need to move this one forward. We're clear, we're clear.
Go, 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 go. Go on.
Yeah.
That required brute force.
Hold that.
Yeah.
And teamwork.
Big flat things first.
Yeah. Can we get it in?
Cheers. How did you think that was going to fit?
I don't know. Okay. Final location.
Race of the century.
What's at stake? The first choice of house on this year's Block NZ.
Yes, we got custom.
Alex and Corbin were the first to arrive.
Well done.
Yeah.
But it's not what they're expecting.
It all starts now.
Welcome to the block, everyone.
What?
You look a little surprised. An apartment complex, not what you expected, eh?
I'm speechless. I've been planning for a house and a big, section and grass and outdoor areas. What are we going to do now?
I wouldn't know where to begin even thinking about renovating an apartment. It's never crossed my mind.
Well, there's just one more twist.
Oh.
It is the block for the next 48 hours only.
Oh my God! Ah!
Look, the race to the block houses is still very much on.
Oh my God.
But for now, welcome to the Dulux Colour Challenge.
I'm really glad that this isn't the end of the challenge because we came second. And it's almost first, but not quite. So just give us 48 hours.
You've got 48 hours to design and build an upmarket, stylish hotel suite to a set design brief. You'll have $5,000 to spend in Freedom Furniture. There's $1,000 credit on your Bunnings Warehouse accounts, and I'll give you $2,000 cash as well.
Jeez.
And it should be more than enough, because for this challenge, this site is a tradie-free zone. That means all the framing, all the plastering, etc., must be done by you guys. Wow.
We have to jib and plaster those walls ourselves. I may have to call my dad.
Then the two most important people in your lives for the next 3 months will come and judge your work. It's an all-new block, so all new judges, and this is your opportunity to test out just what they do like and what they don't like before you let loose on your own houses, okay?
Yeah.
And then because of this, you'll be marked on how well you followed the style brief in 2 criteria: the use of colour and the boldness of design. So you can't win this challenge by playing safe. You've got to be adventurous and you've got to take risks.
Okay, cool.
Now, if you prove to be the judge's favourite, you'll win first choice of house on this year's Block NZ. But not only that, you'll get to decide which houses your competitors occupy as well.
Holy. Your opportunity to pick a house, and not only that, pick the house is massive, and there's not one competitor here that doesn't want that opportunity.
Should we go and have a look at what we're working with, shall we?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's go.
Go!
Come on, guys.
I'm pretty excited. Like, we've been wanting to be on the block for so long, and now we're here. Just knowing that it's this we start with, and this is going to prep us for the big game that comes.
I know it's a stretch to call them rooms as they are right now, but honestly, you add a little extra framing, you bang up the wallboards, and I reckon they'll come up a treat. Now, what are the judges after? Well, they're after 4 very different looks based on the latest trends from Dulux. You got your retro mid-century style, your romantic transitional style, elemental New York loft style, and your nomad tribal style. Now, for inspiration, you can use the Dulux 2014 colour forecast themes online at the Dulux website. Each room you create must include at least one paint effect. So we're talking stenciling, pattern, ombre. A little unexpected painting work for me, please.
I have no clue what to do. I mean, I've kind of heard of ombre before and stenciling, but I'm not really sure how to pull these things off.
Okay, Alex and Corbin, you were first. What's it going to be?
Is that it? We're going to choose right now?
You got to choose right now.
Okay. We would like to do nomad tribal style.
Okay.
So when Alex and Corbin chose Nomad Tribal, is their choice? I was a little bit gutted because I had it kind of in my head that we wanted that.
Quinn and Ben?
Okay, if they've got that, we'll go with romantic, please.
Very nice. Marie and James?
We will take retro.
And so that leaves the elemental New York loft style for John Damo. Cool.
Awesome. We've been left with elemental New York style. Good day, honey.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, to be honest. Could be anything. It sounds good.
Haven't you seen Sex and the City?
Yep.
Oh, and I know that your Honda Jazzers are absolutely chocker with block supplies. So because I'm such a good bloke, parked out the back are 4 Honda CR-V Sport 4-wheel drives. That's right. This year on the Block NZ, you get 2 cars.
Oh. Wow.
You've got tonight to plan, and the clock starts tomorrow.
Okay, go. Let's have a look at this box.
Oh.
Wow. These heaps.
Awesome. What's that?
It's a roller, Joe.
Oh, heaps of drop sheets.
Is it?
Paint.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, we're well equipped.
Yeah.
We definitely need to have the bed right here.
Coming this way?
Yeah, because the sun's just going to be shining right onto it. It'll be really nice.
I plan to just try and streamline all our processes as much as possible. In terms of execution, we want to be the best on the block.
I reckon like quite a grand headboard.
Big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
This room is pretty much perfect for us because, you know, we do try and be a bit romantic, trying to keep it a bit spicy.
What?
Hey, check this out. Danny Vic. Oh, Danny Vegas.
That's where you're from, honey.
I know.
I'm glad you know that.
Heaps of planning to do.
Thanks so much. 48 hours to turn a whole room around and do the jib plasterboarding. How are we going to do this?
It's the calm before the storm as our teams settle in for their first night on the Block NZ.
Yay.
Tomorrow, the race to the block houses continues.
Day 1. The Block 2014.
Feeling a bit tired. It was an awesome race to get here.
We came first to this final destination, which doesn't happen to be the final destination.
No.
Transitional romantic. What does that mean?
Trying to make a bit of a plan for tomorrow. Stop it.
We're doing pretty crazy designs. So that when we can get up in the morning, we know exactly what our plan is.
It all starts now.
It's day 2, and our teams are waking up to their new lives on the Block NZ. And I'm not sure they really know what they're in for.
It's weird waking up here though. So where the hell am I? I was nice and warm. In my onesie.
Looking forward to it, eh? Like, racing around all day yesterday, now I get to get into the power tools.
Okay, should we get up?
With no tradies allowed on this challenge, our teams will have to work out what they need all on their own.
I probably would have liked to have gone after everyone else to find out what they forgot.
I'm feeling quite excited about this challenge. I like painting when it's actually a fun colour, and I know that when we're on the block we're going to be quite neutral with our colours, so this should be quite fun. Hopefully they've got some flooring that'll suit room as well.
The teams need everything from walls through to floors for their hotel suites. There's a lot to learn.
What's laminate?
Ben and I like to do pretty much everything together, so I think on the block we won't separate too much.
This is what we'll be using. This is just like lino.
Or do you stick it on something?
On ply.
Oh well, we've got a few questions to ask.
Swan and Ben seem really, really cute. They're obviously deeply in love with each other.
How do you think they'll go?
I don't know. It's hard to know. I mean, we don't know how anyone's going to go. They look young and fit, so they'll do well. I'm sure they will.
How do you pronounce that?
Rawene.
Rawene?
Yeah.
That's beautiful together, isn't it?
Yeah.
The palette that we ended up with, last one that no one else wanted, was the Elemental New York loft style.
Wasn't probably going to be your top pick, but it certainly wasn't your last one either, was it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
We could even do like a really dark ombre, so it starts off that lighter at the top and then goes down into that dark. Do you know what ombre is?
No. Jo's into her design and she can see things, her colours and that. I'm absolutely useless at that kind of thing.
It's like when you merge the paint colour, so it sort of starts and it sort of fades down. You know, like it's too
How are we going to do that?
Probably have to do a bit of research because I haven't done it before.
One couple that do look like they've done this before are Alex and Corbin.
17 a metre and we need 15.6. I'm a self-confessed perfectionist, but I also have complete confidence that I can back it up with my hard work.
12?
Yeah.
For the two sides?
Plus 3.6.
Ah, yeah, you're right. His mum calls him Mr. Fusspot. I think Alex and Corbin might be our toughest competition. They seem that they're really together in their plan and they know what they're doing. Like at Bunnings today, they're both just running around getting everything and we're just taking our time, making sure we got everything. How much do you need?
I guess I should do the trick. Marie's competitive nature has come out just as I expected. I mean, she's like that in everyday life. I mean, when we're playing anything against each other, whether it's a video game or a sport or something like that, she always wants to beat me, so I'm expecting the same thing for the block. Here we go, plastering trial. 275 mil. That's for you, that's your job.
I'm just looking for the skirting. I don't really know what I'm looking at or for, but that looks kind of right, I guess.
Quinn and I tend to come up with our decisions together. So this one here looks nice.
Yeah, well that's some weatherboard, so we'll chuck that one back in, but all your skirtings should be along here and then just down here.
But as neither of us have done any renovation before, there's lots of things that we don't know. I reckon that one there's quite nice.
This one?
Yeah.
Sweet, alright, well let's do this then.
I'm just going to see if I can fit a 3 metre long length of scotia in here. I'm very sceptical about this. Oh, it fits. Who would have thought?
Driving. You're going to be busy.
Our teams have just 48 hours to design an upmarket hotel suite in this high-stakes challenge. It's just turned 12 o'clock and their start time is now. To practice the skills they'll need on the Block NZ, their first job is to put the nogs into the framing so they can get their jib plasterboard up.
What are you doing?
Don't lean on it, just hold it straight. Everybody's got a 6 metre by 3.6 metre room, so we decide to remove the door from the front where it's originally put before we moved in and put it around the side. The reason for that is we can walk in and you can look from left to right, which gives you the feeling that the room's actually bigger than it was.
Damo and I do have our moments, and it's mostly to do with communication or lack of. We can get fiery, but we know we love each other, eh?
Yeah. The strategy I've got in plan to survive this 80 days on the block and still be married at the end of it is A, listening to instructions, but more importantly, I think basically I'm just going to have to listen to you, honey. Do what you tell me.
Yeah.
Our teams will be judged on their use of colour and the boldness of their design.
Yeah, so we chose the Dulux colour Gabby's Gold. It just seemed a little bit luxurious. Quinn came up with the idea of maybe having a light tealy blue in there with the gold. And I've looked at a few photos and I quite like it now. I've always been a bit of a gambling man, and this is definitely a gamble.
Yeah.
With so much on the line, this is no time to play it safe. They need to be adventurous and take some risks.
Colour forecast for 2014, that's what we need. Oh look, there's our one. The retro. When I think of retro, I instantly think big, bright colours. So we have to work with this range here. Grove Arm, I like that one.
The challenge requires us to use a paint effect, which means we need to do some stenciling or just use colour in an unexpected way. I have no clue what to do.
So what we're going to do is a triangle with the arrow on the top, and then we'll do 3 arrows up, and then we'll do another triangle with the arrow. So one of the key features of our hotel room is stenciling like a tribal design down the corners of each side of the walls.
The only problem with this is it reminds me a little bit of Air Force, but
that's only if it was painted in like an army green.
Alex and I are definitely people who take risks, and I think we will be the teams that will take a lot of risks in this game, which sometimes is a good thing and sometimes a bad thing, so we'll try and find a balance.
It all starts now.
I've been in the police for 10 years. Started my trade in my spare time as a sparky.
In my early life, used to be a florist, and then I designed children's clothes for 10 years. Just love creative stuff, so I'm hoping, I'll get into the interior stuff after this. That was a good cast, honey. We really, really love fishing. We've got a little boat called Stingray, and we go out on that, which is really, really fun. And I always catch heaps of fish.
Because you've got all the rods.
Yeah.
Like 3 rods.
Yeah.
And how many do I have out on the boat?
You've got one? Because that's all you can handle, isn't it?
If we've got a secret weapon, would be your ability and design. You got everything we need to
You
excel.
sound like you've got heaps of faith in me. That's really nice. I hope it works then. Is it really our only weapon? Uh-oh.
The block's not just about the build, it's also about shopping, something that 3 of our 4 girls are pretty excited about. And with $5,000 in vouchers for furniture and $2,000 in cash, they're keen to get started.
So this is coming with me. Very excited because I did a little bit of research the night before on exactly what I want. That's mine. I know that what I picked today has to be what we use in the room. There's no time for mucking around here.
Oh, this is what I've been looking for. This will go really good with the retro theme. So I'm running around putting the freedom vouchers on the items that I want to make sure that I get them. I don't want someone to beat me to it, so I better take what I can get right now.
The colour goes perfect. It's going to fit right in. But I'm just trying to find a couch for him to hang out with. I don't want any of the other teams taking this one. It is mine.
Meanwhile, the pressure is on to get the walls up, and each of our teams have a slightly different strategy.
Trying to get the start of the jib up before the power tools after we turn off the 6. Otherwise, we can't paint tonight. Pressure's on to get finished.
Just been taking my time rather than rush too much, because then I'll start making mistakes, I think.
I want to start plastering before the sun goes down. If it gets too cold, then it's going to take ages to dry and we'll be way behind. So we definitely want to finish up painting tonight. So yeah, just got to keep at it.
Across town, Joe is trying to find the perfect couch to suit their New York loft theme.
I found this couch and I think it could be perfect. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the one. I just want to double check the other ones though, so I'm off to have a look at the other ones, and none of them are that good.
So I found the perfect couch. It's the right size. It's exactly what we need in terms of the size we have in the room. It's like a bluey grey colour, so it just goes so well with the colours from the Dulux clothes that we've received.
I walked back over to the couch because that's the one that I want. Did you?
Yes.
Marie is standing over it and she is putting her Freedom Reserved sign into that couch.
I'm sorry, look.
No, it's all good.
I'm not set in stone on this. I just want to put it in there just in case.
Not happy.
You never know, I might change my mind and I'll come and let you know.
Okay. Let me know. I mean, it's fine, but you know, I'm not happy.
While the other girls are shopping, Quinn has stayed behind to help Ben with a unique room feature that they hope will give them an advantage over the other teams.
With the wee side bit, why can't we just screw the rest on and leave that wee bit hanging, and then when we come to plaster it, we just plaster the joints together. Slightly regretting the decision to make a recess.
We're probably a little bit behind where we want to be, but we can make that up during the night. Plastering, painting, that's going to be the main bit.
Nice! In the end, it will definitely do us some favours with the judges. Alright, okay, screw it up so I don't have to hold it. Come on! So we're just going to push through it and try our best to make it look professional.
While the other teams are struggling, Corbin is making it look easy.
Done. I am a bit ahead, however, it's not much. It might be an hour ahead at the most. This is probably the easiest bit, so anything can happen from here.
Damo is falling behind and he's concerned Joe's not back from shopping.
Joe's been away for about 4 hours now. Oh, I'm just going down to have a look. I'll be back next minute. The whole room's almost jibbed out and I still haven't seen her.
I love that. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that, and that I think is really, really good with my colours.
By then I was getting a little bit grumpy because I was getting tired and I felt like we were struggling to keep up with the rest of the couples.
While beauty therapist Quinn is used to plastering faces, walls are a different matter. And with no idea where to start, Quinn looks for some neighbourly advice.
Hello.
Hey.
With this, do I just pretty much tape it from in the join?
Yeah, so I've never really done this before either, but people coming to me for advice is a good thing. You know, it's good to be able to help people out. To grab your bevel knife with no plaster on it and just press it in. Don't put too much force on it at the top because it pulls it straight out. Okay. And then plaster over top of it again.
That's good because I was just going to stick this straight onto the job.
Yeah, it might have been a little tricky. Being helpful is part of our strategy, but it's also part of our nature.
Joe's been out shopping all day and still hasn't found her furniture.
So I'm a little bit stuck, but I found this other couch and I see it and it's amazing. I don't know why I didn't see it before, and it's all just starting to fit together in my brain how it's going to look. Reserve in.
Success for Joe, but has Corbin's advice helped Quinn with her plastering?
That's normal.
No.
So I had a look at Corbin's and compared to mine, mine's so lumpy and it just looks terrible. His looks perfect and he wasn't even happy with his. I've never used whatever this is before. I've never used the scraper before. I've never used any of this, and I just don't really know what I'm doing.
It all starts now.
I've been a fashion buyer for the last 7 years and it has been my dream job. Unfortunately, I have had to give that up to come on the block.
I'm a mechanical engineer, so I can definitely understand how things are put together. So I think that may be a bit of an advantage.
Outside of work, when I've got time, I sing quite a bit. My mum was an opera singer and her and my father's dream was for them to have a Von Trapp family. So they taught us all how to sing and play musical instruments, and my whole life I've been kind of on stage.
I love fishing, surfing.
Sometimes when we're at home on a Saturday, I won't know where Corbin is, but all I can hear is...
Yeah, I find it really therapeutic.
It's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good fun. Kind of any excuse to get out there. Sometimes watch the grass grow just long enough so I can get on the lawnmower again.
That's the real farm boy in you.
Yeah.
After a long day shopping, the girls return to check out the progress.
Oh my goodness. Look how much work you've done. I walk in and see that Corbin's pretty much done everything himself today. I cannot believe it. The plasterboard's up, all the plaster is up, everything's done. all up, I've spent almost $600 at Freedom cash.
Yeah.
We now have $1,200 cash left.
I probably should be worried about the budget. However, I'm not. I do trust Alex with the budget.
Is a duvet cover set and pillow set. It's real cool.
We can always compromise on certain areas if we have to, and we'll just get it done with what we've got.
My favourite part of all is this Aztec jug.
Oh, that's cool. That's real similar to the stencil we're designing. That is why they call you the master shopper.
Marie is hoping her sewing skills will give them the competitive edge over the other teams.
So one of my little secrets is I do know how to sew. Not too many people do know how to sew, so I'm kind of going to use it to my advantage and hopefully save us a little bit of money and get those curtains done perfectly. Is this the reverse? Maybe I should read the instructions. I'm not very good at reading instructions. I tend to pick things up, have a little play and get on with it. It's going super slow. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah! Oh no, my curtain's stuck. What have I done? That bit me in the bum right there because I had a brand new sewing machine. I've never used it before and it just wasn't working. All because I did not read the instructions. Take 2. Hopefully we're back in action. Woohoo! It worked!
I guess I'm relying a little bit on Marie to pull the design together. I mean, we talked about the overall concept and now she's gone out shopping most of the day and hopefully she's picked up some good stuff. I haven't had a look yet, but hopefully it's good.
He looks like he's getting on well, so I hope his plastering is looking a lot better than my sewing right now.
Next door, Ben's been putting the finishing touches on their masterpiece.
I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know what I want to happen, which is make it nice and sort of smooth. Just a slight angle going around into it. I must have been a plasterer in a past life, because this is just coming to me, just left, right and centre.
How do you do this jobbing, right?
Got a feeling Damo knows how to plaster. He just wanted to come and have a little bo peep at our little hole in the wall. Are you guys doing something like this?
Yeah, oh no, like that was just like bookshelves.
While Joe's been away, Damo's drawn some inspiration from Ben and Quinn.
Oh, you're back.
Hey honey, how are you?
What have you been doing?
I've just been at the shops. There's a lot of nice things there and I wanted to make sure that I had the right things.
Well, I've got to put 4 of these on.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we could build, rather than hide them, we can actually build some shelves out of it.
I love it. Do too. So you can do like books on one and then just, yeah, a space for like ornaments or something.
Sweet. I better get on with it, Dino. Some work to do tonight.
This is a high-stakes challenge, and there can be only one winner. Our teams will do anything to score extra points with the judges.
Looking good. That'll get the extra points, a hole in the wall. Maybe this wasn't a good idea, it's just making up next time.
Damo sort of cut out this really dodgy hole and then he decided to maybe try and do another hole above that. Got as far as making a really, really rough hole, stuck his head through and looked like he was a trophy on the wall. You make a good trophy. Trophy husband. So beautiful house.
Yeah, so I popped my head into old room number 3 where Detective Damo and Joe sit, and he's had a go at making a little hole in the wall.
Hey Damo, why is there so much jib plasterboard on the ground, bro?
Yeah, so I don't know how their recess or their shelving, like you like to call it, is actually looking, because it seems to be just a pile of rubble on the floor.
So I decided that I'd just rip the whole thing down and just put a new plasterboard up and start all over again and pretend there was no shelves.
Maybe Damo's building skills aren't quite up to scratch.
Oh man, we haven't eaten since this morning. I might have a little bit of hangry. When I'm hangry, I don't function properly. I want a bigger bag. So as soon as I've eaten, then I think I'll feel up and we'll get going on a big night. Cool, sweet, we're done.
With only 36 hours left, the teams don't seem too concerned.
What the hell are you doing?
Trying to get the dust out of the room. Look at that hot bird.
But will their casual attitude come back to haunt them on judging day?
Joe thought it would be funny to wipe my forehead.
It's like it's got hair.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh, look
You
at
look
that.
like you've got grey hair.
It all starts now.
So I'm a beauty therapist. I've been doing it for about 4 years now and I love it. It's so nice just to make people feel good.
I'm a travelling salesman for a telecommunications company.
I love playing guitar. I've got a huge passion for music. I've been playing since I was 13 and I've been trying to teach Ben Dog here a few wee chords on there and he's picking it up quite well. So that's cool.
So when I get a bit of spare time, I like to go down to the bowling club and have a roll up. One of the reasons I like lawn bowls, there's not a lot of games that you can actually, have a beverage while you're playing. I'm more of the competitive one of our team of 4 and generally hold the team together. Sorry, boys.
Biggest thing we're going to miss on the block is our little baby dogs.
Little Yeezy and Imran.
Oh, they're my little angels. I don't know what I'm going to do without them. Yeezy, good girl. So our design style is definitely modern, but cosy with a hint of luxury.
We'll be pretty much designing the house for us in 5 years.
But a rich version.
Day 3 on the Block NZ, and with only 1 hour to go before the furniture delivery cut-off, Ben and Quinn haven't given themselves much time.
Ben and I had 1 hour to do our shopping in the morning.
Damn.
I said turn right.
Yeah, keep right and then turn left.
We've got lost, and this is becoming a very recurring thing for us.
This is a costly mistake for Ben and Quinn. While they're stuck in traffic, the other teams get a chance to take a much-needed coffee break.
This is so exciting.
Cappuccino.
Yum, yum, yum. Look at it.
I might get a wrap for later. Is it for me?
We're going to have it.
No, I want the whole one.
Should we get some peanuts? Yummy, yummy for my tummy.
Tired and hungry, Ben and Quinn have less than an hour to get their furniture.
We need to really speed shop today because we only have like maybe 45 minutes because we got lost on the way.
What are we looking for?
The main feature that I want for our room is to have a massive, really grand looking bed with a cool headboard to make it look quite luxurious. Oh, there it is. Immediately I find the headboard that we want. It's perfect and it's only $400. So nice. That's perfect. Okay. And then somehow we finished within 20 minutes and we got everything that we wanted. Sold.
Our teams are learning the hard way that time doesn't stand still on the Block NZ. This is the Dulux Colour Challenge, and 2 of our teams still don't have any paint on the walls.
In a competition like this, time is everything. Sometimes I can be a bit slow because I'm trying to get things perfect.
How's it going?
Oh, not too bad.
Time goes fast on the block. It just ran out yesterday. We didn't know where the time had gone, and yeah, now we're almost there and we don't have enough time to do what we originally planned to.
I'm a little bit concerned that we haven't started painting. I was doing a bit of a messy job. Yeah, there was a lot of plaster everywhere, all over my clothes, over me.
We've had to change our colour effect just because we're running out of time and what we want to do, we're just not going to have enough time to execute. So, yeah, we've had to go back to the drawing board and think of something else.
Looking at the other teams, we're quite far behind. I don't know if it's because we spent so much time on the plaster.
Probably going to be a bit of a rush, isn't it?
But while Joe and Damo are struggling, Corbin is racing ahead.
I quite like the colour now that it's going on. I wanted to do something a bit more mainstream, but she reassured me time and time again that this is going to look great.
I'm getting a professional at putting the paint on the stamp roller. Don't know about putting it on the wall though.
And while Marie and James wait for their plaster to dry, there's time for some more shopping.
That was easy.
Yay! Woohoo! Let's go shopping!
Yeah, that is cool.
I reckon it will be cool. but I'm actually struggling to find what I want.
I like that blue one though.
I don't. I think it's really proved to me that I'm not a retro girl, and I'm really out of my comfort zone right now, and I'm struggling to just find inspiration for this room. That is what we're wanting.
Yeah, and it's cool because I think it's making us question some of our previous decisions about paint and paint effects. So
we've already changed it like 3 times.
Marie and James aren't the only ones to have discovered this treasure trove.
Walking in here is like a little bit overwhelming. Ooh. See, these ones are prettier. I like the cut glass. It's just like eye candy, like stuff everywhere, and you just like can't stop looking around. So you just have to walk through and then try and calm yourself. Okay, focus, Joe, focus. Are you gonna fit? Oh my God. The only way is up, baby. Hello. He's cute. Okay, I want the coffee table too. Things are starting to fall into place now. Yes. How much have I spent so far?
606, so you can still keep going if you want to.
Yes.
All Damo's been saying to us all day is, where is Joe? Is Joe back yet? Where is she?
Where's Joanna?
That's what he's like. She must be a shopaholic. Do you reckon?
Defo.
Yeah.
While the other teams fall further behind, Alex and Corbin are charging ahead, and their room is starting to come together.
Oh my gosh.
Do you like it?
Babe, this is so amazing.
You chose the colour, it looks epic.
You've done such a good job. All by yourself. All by yourself.
Just a bit of paint.
Good work.
But no, I think good choice on colour. I think it's going to be amazing.
It's nice with the sunlight coming through, eh?
Yeah.
After another marathon shopping effort, Joe returns to help Damo catch up.
How was your day?
It's going really good. When I saw him, he was a little bit flat, but I think he was quite happy that I'd come back. But just see.
Yes, I was happy you came back.
And it's made out of metal, and it's got light bulbs inside it, and you plug it in, it glows. It's about that high. We can swap around next time if you like, and I'll do all the labour, and you can do all the shopping, but I don't think we're going to win anything for doing that.
I'm glad you're back, Joanna.
Oh, I'm glad I'm back too. As much as I love the shopping, I'm glad I'm back because I really want to help you with this stuff.
Yeah, we've got a lot to get through. Heaps.
Yeah.
Our teams seem to have underestimated just how much needs to be done in this all-important challenge. The winner will get the first choice of house on the Block NZ, and they'll also decide which of the houses their competitors occupy as well. There's a lot of work still to do if they're going to impress our judges.
Hey, that looks really good, man.
Do you reckon it's all right?
That's smooth as. I hope they don't judge us too hard on the execution, eh?
I think it might be time to pay them a visit.
Marie and James, how you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, I don't see much colour on the walls, and there's less than 24 hours to go.
So we're making sure that these walls are nice and smooth. So we don't want to have any imperfections come up, on reveal day.
I'll tell you what, who did the stopping? That is some nice work. It's a shame you're not actually getting judged on that. It's about colour and boldness of design. At the moment, I see 4 unpainted walls.
Mark and Shannon come around for a visit, and he mentions that there's no judging on execution this time, which is a little bit frustrating because we've been putting so much into getting that finish right.
Quinn and Ben, how you doing? You've got colour up, and I've got to say this one here with the metallic finish. Do you think it's suitable for like a base colour?
You wanted bold.
Yeah. Well, I said take risks, and it's a risk, so I've got to congratulate you on that front. And I like this. A recess, is that your handiwork then?
It took a lot of effort to work that out.
Anything that you're learning through Erin?
I've never really used a
Screwdriver?
Screw gun. Help me!
Drill?
Oh, drill.
That's not a good start if you don't know what a screwdriver is there, Quinn. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hi. Oh.
You are both making some good progress.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, wow.
Is that one coat?
No, that's 3 coats.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
How have you managed to get 3 coats on within 24 hours?
We undercoated at 2 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Normally I would say awesome, but I will warn you about burnout. You're into the first challenge, you're into the swing of things.
Yeah.
But just don't burn out at this early stage.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Shannon.
Keeping busy?
How much?
How you doing?
Yeah, we're running a little bit behind though.
Why are you running behind?
We run out of plaster, so we had to wait till Bunnings opened at 8:30.
Was that a wise choice given that you not be marked on execution, you be marked on colour, and of course the boldness of design?
Are we not being marked on execution at all? Oh, I just assumed that we would be.
One thing, if you want to do well on the show, listen to me very, very closely.
That's definitely a good learning point to and it's like anything, not rush into the challenges without fully understanding what the judges are looking for.
It all starts now.
I think one of our secret weapons will be that we're pretty competitive. We go 100% the whole way. There's no point doing something if you're not going to do it right. We're both big on CrossFit. It's just a good release for us. You know, we can just go and just compete against each other. Is that all you got?
When it comes to making decisions, I normally make a decision and then Marie overrides it. That's pretty much the typical scenario. She normally gets her way and it's normally easy for me to agree.
Not all the time. He has some good ideas, but I just have great ideas. One of my biggest achievements has definitely been when I was crowned Miss Samoa New Zealand. That was back in 2010, so that was a really big thing for me and my family, and just being able to represent the community. It was just such a good experience. Oh wow! We definitely have used our culture as our inspiration. I love everything about the Pacific Islands, Samoa in particular, just the people, the tropical plants, just the beautiful elements that they have there, and I think that's something we will consider when making this home.
Our contestants are running out of time to finish their upmarket hotel suites. They're being judged on colour and the boldness of their designs, and with so much at stake, it's no time to play it safe.
I'm just trying to figure out how dominant I make this colour in the stencil.
The brief was to be bold. Yep, we're being bold. Let's see how it works out.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't know. I love it. We have to be absolutely sure about the colours, because once it's on,
I don't like
it's on.
I don't like this colour here.
One of our biggest challenges is the stenciling.
Man, this is so risky.
I just reckon we've got to do it. I think we might have signed up to a bit too much on the first challenge.
Before they can get their paint on the walls, Marie and James need to confirm their plan for their stencil. But with time running out, the pressure is taking its toll.
So I've been thinking that the angle, I don't want it anymore, and instead we just go that straight line and we move it and we do the artwork here. I'm really indecisive, especially when I know we could be doing better. It's a colour challenge. You've got to be bold, you've got to take risks, and I just felt like the option we were swaying towards wasn't really challenging or wasn't risky enough. Why are you laughing?
Because we're hoping to come up with a plan and stick with it. Yeah, I'd say it's frustrating. I was happy with plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, plan 4 and plan 5. So I could have gone with any of them.
I don't know what to do anymore. I think when I know I like it, and when I don't like it, that's when the indecisiveness comes.
So tell me the one that you want, the colour combination that you want. All I know
is I want green here.
Marie can be quite stubborn. Once she gets her mind stuck on something, she pretty much won't budge. So we're going with the original plan that's drawn on the paper?
No, because that's not the original plan. That's not the original plan. Do you want me to go get the paper and show you? Because the paper says that. That's why I just think it's too much. If we just stick to that one cut, then I'm fine with that. But in the plan, we had a cut here and we had a cut here, and that's what I'm worried about.
We're both tired and hungry. It exaggerates the situation.
You don't get it.
Fine, straight line.
No, it's a challenge. We can't. I'm asking you.
I'm just trying to let things go because I'm tired and I want to go. I just can't be bothered arguing, to be honest.
You're just saying yes to me. That's all I feel like you're doing. Because I've changed my...
Okay, no, let's start like that then.
Wrong answer. There's no indecision for Ben and Quinn. Their speed shopping has paid off, and their time advantage has boosted their confidence.
I'm going to roll the walls, and I'll do probably maybe like a metre or something, and then Ben's going to squish this into the wall to make the header.
For this challenge, we've decided to go with an effect where you put rags in a bag and smudge it around the metallic wall. I don't know what it's called, but we just called it the rag and bag. With the rag in there, it's not just like flat, it's all sort of lumpy and bumpy. I'm just going to dab it on it, just keep dabbing. Alright.
Go for it.
Here goes nothing.
I'm hoping with this effect it covers out imperfection from the plastering. I think this rag in a bag technique gives the room a bit more texture and a bit more depth, so I think the judges will appreciate that.
Gives it a bit of pizzazz.
Glad you finished the shopping, honey, and able to give me a hand with this room, mate.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get heaps of it done.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, we have to.
Because I've still got some money left over.
Oh, you got more money, do you, to go shopping? Been awake for a day and a half. Got 14 hours to go.
We've got to do the two paint techniques that we want to do, which is the ombre and the stencil. And then we've got to do
all the scotias.
The scotia things.
Yep, paint the scotias, the lights, move all the furniture in. I've got to put 2 cross members up from yesterday.
I don't know what that is, but you know, but there's going to be no sleep tonight.
Oh yes, absolutely not.
This is our contestants' first taste of life on the block, and they're learning the hard way that it's not as easy as they thought it would be.
Do you still love me?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Silly question, isn't it?
After our little tiff about the paint effect on the wall, we both left each other and didn't talk for about 10 minutes. James came back into the room and just said, we need to do it, we do need to push ourselves. And we decided to go back with our first plan, but just a bigger extension of it and change the colours around. I think it's going to work out better and I feel heaps better about it. A bit more risky than the other one.
It's just a matter of whether we go to sleep at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock pretty much, so...
Or no hours sleep.
With only a few hours left to finish their upmarket hotel suites, the team still have a lot to do to impress this year's block judges. A race to the finish is on.
So basically, I've blended it and it looks really cool. What do you think?
I don't know. 12 hours to go. We have bugger all done really. Some of the others have got flooring down, they've painted and started to put furniture in there.
Tried the glue, scotia, didn't work.
We decided to jazz up the room with a little bit of scotia, and we thought that we would just glue it up. We put the glue on, held it up there, and all the glue started dripping down the wall, and it looked so crap.
I can't be bothered. It's too late and we're not going to do it anymore.
Next time on the Block NZ, chaos reigns as our team scramble to the finish.
The stencil isn't sticking to the wall.
Tools down! But is it enough to impress the judges?
I love this. They've been brave.
I don't think it's done particularly well.
I think we could win.
For the winner, the first choice of house on this year's Block NZ.
The winners of the Dulux Colour Challenge.
Na 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 na.